Today we're going to talk about a story involving Mummy. That's right, the one who still can't let go of her daughter, Delia. She returned home, and upon seeing the lovebirds, she couldn't help but think if her daughter can marry a good guy, that's her biggest dream come true. But the moment she stepped inside and saw her son-in-law teasing Marcella, it suddenly hit her that Ivan used to make her laugh this way, and it felt uncomfortable. As she opened the door, smoke filled the house. She rushed to the kitchen and saw her daughter had left the stove on, boiling potatoes into stones. From the mother's perspective, this felt like nothing short of the Day of Judgment. Meanwhile, her daughter nervously made her way out of the hallway and, upon turning around, saw that her father had already closed the windows. This cloud of fear hung over everyone, and this time Ivan listened to his father, getting tougher than ever. Delia, who stepped out of the bedroom with a mouthful of food, felt as if her daughter's words had pierced her heart with the sharpness of needles. Deep down, she realized her daughter was seeking rebellion through her, hoping for a role model. Their verbal sparring felt like a psychological warfare against patriarchy. With thoughts of the dark future ahead, Delia retrieved that letter from the trash can. She decided it was time for change, bartering her hand-sewn lingerie at the store for a day's wages. Seeing the new clothes in the store, she hesitated for a moment, then turned back inside. After all these years, it was her first time buying something for herself, so she stopped by to see her best friend first. She planned to lie to Ivan after Sunday Mass, claiming she was just going to her friends for a shot. Hearing this, her friend speculated that Delia was planning to elope, but Delia never mentioned where or who. Observing Delia's battered state, her friend dropped the inquiries, silently wishing for her to rise from despair. Subtitles. With all preparations completed, Delia went back home to start altering her new clothes, while her daughter and her boyfriend were occupied with their work in the living room. I'm not demanding much, actually just your help with some makeup. Are you sure it is me? Oh, come on, don't touch me, just help me out. Just assisting you with makeup, that's all. I thought it was because of you. After we get married, we won't have to work any longer. Who's going to help you? I will, because you're mine. That conversation opened Delia's eyes. She once thought her daughter's marriage would be an escape from domestic violence, only to find out it was just diving into another pit. No matter how gentlemanly he appeared, he was still a total wolf in sheep's clothing. Later that evening, while attending to her father-in-law, Delia overheard them discussing her daughter's wedding. These two were something else. They planned to decorate the wedding with flowers from someone else's funeral. They would never spend a single dime on their daughter, agreeing to the marriage solely because they saw the other family had some money. I should have a word with my dad before heading to the bar about these fools. However, instead of asking the soldier to deal with Ivanov, Delia requested him to assist in saving their daughter. The calf was reduced to rubble, and Marcella's engagement was ruined as well, leaving her all alone and heartbroken. Ivan didn't care at all without the calf. He thought, no big deal. Without his family business, he no longer felt like a real man. That evening, Delia folded her new clothes, ready to embark on a new journey. She pulled out a bag, stuffing in letters, lipstick, and her new outfit, all set to go. She also tucked in all her savings and wrote a loving note for her daughter. Lighting a cigarette meant to be enjoyed after her daughter's wedding, it now had a whole new flavor. Meanwhile, Nino packed his bags, uncertain if he'd see Delia the next day. Everything will depend entirely on his own choices. The next day, Delia and her family were ready to head to the church. Before they left, Ivan told her to check on the old man. She obediently walked in to open the window, only to find he was no longer breathing. Stepping out, she pretended nothing happened and hurried with her family to the church. Today's Mass was just like any other. Yet in her mind, she was constantly keeping an eye on time, hoping to end it all quickly. Just then, a single guy rushed in looking for the old man, only to discover he had passed away. Realizing the family went to church, he frantically tried to catch up with them. Meanwhile, the service had just concluded, and Dilly was waiting at home for his return. Hoping everything would go as planned, she picked up the phone, ready to seek her chance. Watching Ivan smoke beside her, she walked over and said she was going to her friend's to get a shot. She hoped for his approval, but once those words left her lips, Dilly felt the world collapsing around her. Unfortunately, there was no escaping for her now. Gazing at the clock on the wall and her prepared bag, Dilly reluctantly entertained the neighbors who had come to her home, simply hoping that everything would end soon. Just then, her best friend knocked on the door, and her arrival signified a new beginning. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to our channel for more amazing segments.